There's a look at the paperclip. 4/10 of a mile, completely flat, no banking in the corners. A lot of runoff area at either end. Definitely a track that will challenge these modified drivers tonight. Kyle Larson on the outside led every lap of his heat as Szegedy brings them to green. Into turn one, which is almost a stop and go. Trying to get these wide tires to turn, and it's Szegedy.
Well, Brandon Ward in that 14 car got a terrible start, and it just log jammed about half the field up.
Bump, thump, and spin in turn number 3. Bobby Santos is around, and caution waves. Here we go. Back under green. And again, Szegedy by a car length. Heading for turn 3. On the inside, here comes Goodale trying to challenge for second.
It's just hard to make a pass on the outside here. Just right around the bottom of the racetrack through the corners. It's just hard to beat a driver that's down there.
Larry, this is so much like Bowman Gray Stadium. I can't believe it. You get inside somebody, you take the groove away. You're going to take their spot away. Here comes Stefanik.
Well, if you look at Kyle Larson in the 7, he's almost getting freight train now because he started on the outside.
Next, Ronnie Silk in the white number 6 to the inside. Kyle Larson trying to hold his own against Silk, but Silk has the inside going into the corner, and that opens the bottom up for the next car in line, Donnie Leah. Finally.
Larson found a hole to get down in. He fell into the 5th position in that 7 car.
6 to halfway. We complete lap 70 as we take the green flag again.
Stefanik in the 22 just couldn't quite clear Goodale in the 58.
Steffi's coming for second. Mike Stefanik, 7-time champ. Inside, Aaron Goodale trying to find grip on the outside and gets it.
Boy, Ryan Preece in that 16 being aggressive. He wants that 4th spot from Kyle Larson. He'll take it away from him.
On the inside, Preece. Now Ronnie Silk. Trouble again. 4 cars pile up in turn 3. And the first of those is J.R. Bertuccio, who is against the tire wall. He is joined there by Luke Fleming, Ken Heggie, and Bertuccio hooked the car in front of him, and that tipped him into the tire wall. Green flag. Szegedy into the corner by half a car length. Stefanik pulls dead even. Off the corner, Stefanik can't get turned, and Szegedy scoots away.
Now Kyle Larson in that 7 car, he's got his hands full of Ryan Preece in the 16 because Kyle overdrove turn 2, getting off the corner that last lap. Now he's fighting his way back on the outside.
That puts Goodale in 3rd, Preece in 4th. Larson trying to hang on for 5th, and there's a spinner in turn 1.
And Ryan Silk in that 6 tried to get underneath Larson in that 7.
Oh boy. The 97 turns and finally goes. Brian Dowsett. And we stay green. Right in front of the leader is Dowsett. Down to the inside, now to the way.
Looks like Silk in the 6. He's going to take that spot away from Larson in the 7. But Larson's fighting his way back. He just can't prevail on the outside.
Brandon Ward also back on the racetrack. Single file around that lapped car. Green flag. 45, 44 to go now. And a familiar pattern. Todd Szegedy signals for the left turn, makes it, pops out at 2 with the lead.
Yeah, he never bobbles on the restart, especially as he brings them through turn 1 and 2. Got a battle for 3rd. Goodale in the 58 on the inside. Kyle Larson in the 7 on the outside. We've been seeing Larson make that outside groove work.
Right behind them, Ronnie Silk in that white number 6. Which way is Silk going to go? Preece and Bowen behind him. And the 79 of Woody Pitcat is moving up just ahead of Burt Myers. Here comes Silk to the outside. set number 6 down the straightaway and into turn number 3. Silk gunning for 4th place. And trouble for Burt Myers. He's in the infield as 5 cars stack up in turn number 1. You see the 18 of Ken Hagee piled up down there once again. Brian Dozet. And 2 more. And we're back under green. Nice job by Zagady.
Look at Stefanik in that 22 car, though. Looks like he wants to slide down in and take that 2nd position away, and he will.
Hop and over. Danny Bone. Oh, my goodness. Danny out of the car, walks away to the right of the race car. That's a heart stopper. There's the white car on the outside. Gets loose and into Preece, and the car goes up and over.
Yeah, and those open wheels with Ryan Preece, it's almost like they just locked together.
A lot of Nerf bars on these cars that should keep much of that from happening. But really, the right front just climbs the wall, Larry.
Yeah, he ran out of racetrack. There was no more room there.
That is Preece against the wall behind him. In real time.
Yeah,
who's going to win the battle at the beach? Green flag.
Zagady can do it again, right through the bottom of the racetrack.
Steffi's there.
Yeah. Kyle Larson gets kicked back to about 5th or 6th spot.
And Stefanik elects to drive it in deep instead of get in line, and it's going to cost him. No, it's not. The caution comes out. They'll line him back up again. Trouble for the 44 of Bobby Santos. Fluid on the track entering turn number 3.
Yep.
Uh-oh. What's that? Larry.
Yeah,
is the right front ball joint, lower ball joint, come off that car? Look at how the front wheels wobbling back and forth.
Something not right with that right front at all. Yeah, and I mean, this is just under caution at a very slow pace.
Big trouble for our pole sitter and leader of 126 laps, Todd Zagady. Can't see it from this angle, but I don't think that right lower control arm is attached to the spindle.
And he knows it too, because you can see him there headed to pit road.
What a heartbreaker.
Had led 126 laps. No one else had led a lap tonight. Just goes to show you it's not over till it's over.
Let's see if there are sparks here.
You could see the car drop down. Now, of course, that's where you're on the brakes as well. So I don't know, but something definitely happened there on that restart to Zagady.
20 to go. Restart in the offing. New leader, Mike Stefanik. Eric Goodale, Kyle Larson, Ron Silk, Woody Pitcat. This time Larson on the inside, row 2. Green flag to settle this one with 19 to go.
Stefanik got a great restart, but he almost overdrove the corner. And here comes Larson in his 7 on the inside.
And Steffi can't close the door. Larson is there. Spinner, Ronnie Silk spins off turn 3. Larson comes off with the lead, even at the stripe. Give that one to Stefanik.
Neither one of these guys are going to give up because we only have 18 laps to go. Stefanik got a great run that time.
Caution is out because they did not want that field pounding down the backstretch and right head on into Ron Silk.
It all depends who was leading that lap at the start-finish line, the lap prior to that.
Scores will let us know. I believe Mike Stefanik, by inches, was ahead at the line. And we'll wait for the officials. There is Silk turning around at turn 3.
And we knew Silk had been very, very aggressive. He almost got in the back of Goodale in the 58, getting in the corner, and I think he may have spun himself out doing it.
There was contact going into turn 3, though, between Larson and Stefanik. 15 to go. 14 when they get to the line. Who's going to win it? Fireworks to come. Let's see. Stefanik on the button. Larson has to take it in deep. And Stefanik comes out with the lead by a full car length and crosses over in front of Larson to seal the deal.
I thought he almost did the same thing in turn 2 that time that he did the restart before, but he was able to overcome it that time and really pulls away down the front stretch.
5th place, Jason Myers and Steve Park were side by side. Jason settles in 5th, Park in 6th.
And how about Woody Pitcat in that 79 car in 4th, starting back at the 26th position.
Very quietly in David Hill's 79. 12 to go, and Stefanik pulling away. Goodale tattoos the back bumper of the number 7 of Larson.
Yeah, Larson's problem right now in Stefanik. It's Goodale in that 58 back there in 3rd, that black car.
And Pitcat is coming. Woody Pitcat in that orange and white 79.
The 4th car of Joey Myers is in trouble going off into turn 1. He pulls all the way to the inside of the racetrack. Something happened to him off turn 4 the last time.
Jason in trouble. Tough night for the Myers brothers.
I'm not sure he's going to make it to the pits.
He was 6th. 10 to go. Myers limping down the back straightaway. Here comes the field. And they're going to stream right on by.
Right now, Stefanik is getting off the corner so good, and the yellow is out for the 16th time.
It'll be 5 laps to go when they cross the line. Green flag, and Larson doesn't go.
Yeah, he tried to go.
Oh, no. Around goes the 79, and we're back under caution.
Yeah, Larson, I think he may have a right front tire down. Yeah, you can see it's almost off the rim.
How'd that happen?
Well, Larson went, and then he didn't go, and then that's when they got into the back of him, and it was just game on from there.
2-speed gearbox, Larry. Could he have missed a shift?
Or just spun the tires, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he was trying to make sure he could keep up with Stefanik. Let's take a look at it here as they come through 3 and 4 the restart. Stefanik, he's going to make sure he doesn't go to the restart area. It's like Larson went, and you can see the back of the car wiggle, and then that's pretty much when Pitcat gets into the back of him. It's called a restart with 5 laps to go also.
Yes. And remember, Kyle Larson is new to these cars. He has not raced them, and they are different. Stefanik and Goodale. Park and Christopher, 3rd and 4th, 2 old veterans, 2 proven winners in this division. And Steffi grabs the gear and goes into turn 1. Goodale's going to have to stay with him if he's to have a chance. Off turn 2, here comes Park on the inside.
He wants that 2nd spot away from Goodale, and I think he's got the position going after Stefanik.
Steve Park, almost a spin in 3. Everybody recovers, keeps going, except Pitcat's dragging somebody.
But we've taken the white flag now. The leader has the white flag. Stefanik's around.
No, Steve Park and Stefanik get together, and here comes Park. Former Modified Tour runner-up in the Sheba Racing Sunoco number 8. Steve Park is going to be first to the checkered flag. They're spinning in turn 3. And another controversial finish for the 2nd night in a row, and a last lap dust-up.
Mike's a good friend of mine, and I never meant to get into the back of Mike, but I was getting driven from the back, and I knew with the way this race was being laid out, I was going to get aggressive at the end, and I just want to thank UNOH, man. We had a good car. We persevered down on the bottom and got on the brakes, got pile drive from the back. I guess they watched the race a little bit last night and figured they'd try to wreck us out of the way to try to get the win, and we just got lucky. We just persevered.